Hello, my friends. Before I power on the game, I just wanted to give you the heads up that the opening cinematic for this game has a lot of bright flashing lights, so you may want to look away during that part if you are sensitive to that type of thing. You know, this game may look cute, but don't be fooled. It's full of ferocious monsters, making it perfect for the season of How Lolo Ween. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, my friends. I'm glad to be back, finally with you again. This is not what I planned to stream, but this is something that I think I can stream, given my current physical condition. And Lucent Jelly, welcome to the stream. Frownie has returned. I'm glad to be here. I hope it works out. I hope this game is as easy to play, semi one-handed as I expect it to be. And Tub, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the second half of your name, but welcome in. So I'm gonna try and stream tonight. And I say semi one-handed. I don't have. It's not a permanent injury, and it's not a terribly serious injury, but it is a very inconvenient injury. If you're in the Discord, you would know that I said that I cut my hand, and that's why I haven't been here for the past couple days. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I am going to tell you a little bit about it that might be somewhat more detailed than you would like. But so it's actually less of a cut and more of a puncture wound. I was cutting some of the tubing for my new washing machine, and my scissors slipped, and I ended up puncturing my right hand with the blade of the scissor, and puncturing it really good, like maybe half an inch or so deep. Like it was a pretty. It's one of the most like serious punctures I've ever had, and it bled more than any injury that I've ever had. So it was very alarming. Probably could have used some stitches, but I just bound it myself, and it seems to be healing. It looks like it's healing. My hand is still very swollen though, and where it is it's right in the between my thumb and index finger, and so it's very difficult. Like I don't have a lot of grip strength, and it's very difficult to move my thumb around. I think more from the swelling than anything else. So I can't play anything that requires like a lot of inputs from the right hand. So no Contras, no Castlevanias, not until at least the swelling goes down. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. There was an outrageous amount of blood. It took like something like 40 minutes to clean up. Like it was not good. I was pretty I was pretty alarmed. Do you think Dexter Morgan would have enjoyed your blood splatter? Yeah, I think that guy probably would have. Definitely a lot more than I did. So we're going to take it easy. We're going to play this puzzle game here, The Adventures of Lolo 2. I've already played Lolo 1 on stream several months ago. I didn't mark this a first playthrough. I'm not sure how much of this game I've played. When I was a kid, my father and I used to rent the first Lolo and this from a grocery store in my hometown, and I know that we played them a bunch. I don't remember at all how far we made it through the games. All the specifics are lost to me, so this is going to be a lot like a first playthrough. This may be a sort of low action type of stream too. It's going to be a lot of me just kind of staring at the screen and trying to figure out the puzzles. But hopefully we can have some fun together while I do it. So why don't we just go ahead and dive in. Okay, so I imagine the first few rooms are going to be pretty easy. If you've never seen a Lolo game before, your goal is to get the jewel out of the chest in each room. There are, I think, 50 rooms in the game. You get the chest to open by collecting all of the hearts. And there are several enemies. The enemies are... like, these guys are just obstacles. They're not really going to do a whole lot to mess with us. The enemies in general are a lot more capable than Lolo is. So you have to be very careful with your movements, and you have to consider, you have to think about what the enemies are doing and stuff like that. You have a couple power-ups over here on the right-hand side. You see PW for power and some empty boxes. Some stages you'll have the ability to earn powers, and they'll have different icons depending on what the powers that are available are. No powers on this stage, so no icons. You got your number of Lolos and your number of egg shots up here. It says 2. Now, if you didn't notice before, it said 0 a moment ago. On some stages, you will gain egg shots after you collect a certain number of hearts. The thing about this game is that the rules seem arbitrary and constantly changing. Like, how many hearts it takes to give you a power is different on every stage, with no indication of how many or why. Some stages don't give you any powers at all. It's just... Things really just have to be figured out by trial and error a lot in this game. And that's not really the mark of a good puzzle game, but... it somehow ends up being kind of fun anyway. There you go. So one shot will turn the enemy to an egg. The egg will crack over time. While the enemy's in an egg, they are movable. Instead of moving that enemy, I just shot it with a second shot. A second shot at an enemy already in an egg clears him away from the screen. And the eggs hatch over time. The enemies grow back over time, so... you do have to move. There are times when you've got to move pretty quickly in this game. Oh, you know what? I just thought... oh no, we're in the retro category. Alright, I thought I was still in the... I thought I might have still been in, like, the Symphony of the Night category or something like that. Hopefully challenging, but not infuriating. Hopefully not infuriating. Game crash. What was it? What was that you were saying about infuriating, Jelly? Okay, well, let me address this. Let me address this crash situation I've got going up on here, and we'll get this game restarted. Fortunately, we haven't lost a whole lot of progress. What a return, I know. So it's going to take me just a moment to try and clean the cartridge a little bit better and get back to it. It's going to take me slightly longer than usual because I've got to run upstairs to get my my rubbing alcohol. I left it upstairs after dressing my wound. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, let's see if it behaves better this time. Hello, Mile High Roll. Welcome in. 15K. I bought too many hot peppers. Ban Frownie for making it too many points. Well, that's the thing is I'm not exactly sure how many points it should be. So it may actually fluctuate, and it actually has come down from what I initially set it at already. I don't know. I want it to be usable by people who spend a lot of time with us. So it's difficult to figure out what type of it's difficult to figure out what level to set it at. Where's the pun? The stream started 16 minutes ago. Mile High Roll. We already had the pun and everything. Yeah, this is start number 2. My game crashed. You'll have to rewind the VOD. Believe me, it's not worth it. Oh. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know if I like being bought like this. All right, Mile High Roll. Thank you for the 100 bits. All right, I'll tell you I'll repeat the joke. So I said this game may seem very cute, but don't let it fool you. It's full of ferocious monsters, making it perfectly appropriate for the season of How Lolo ween. So worth 100 bits. I'm glad you think so. So I'll catch you up too on the abbreviated version of why I missed the stream. So I said in the Discord that I'd cut my hand, and that's true. But to be more accurate, I didn't cut it as in slice it. I actually I punctured my hand with the blade from a pair of scissors, and very deeply. So my right hand is not super useful at the moment. So I'm sticking to something that doesn't have a lot of right hand inputs for the night. Oh, I wasn't very clever about this. This is a long way to run. Run! Oh, the enemy was foolish and went the wrong way. We're good. Reset room is an option or not? He's stuck. Who's stuck? I'm not stuck. What? So there is a self-destruct button in the game. Oh, and this is the type of situation where you have to use the self-destruct button. That's the only way you reset a room. So these guys, all they do is they hop up to you, and when they touch Lolo, they fall asleep with the hopes of doing exactly what they've just done. They hope to pin you in, and they have succeeded. So we'll just self-destruct and try again. All right. So typically, I think none of the enemies actually move until you move. So you typically start off with a moment to think about your situation. Oh no. Oh no. This is a rough spot. So the sand pits, Lolo moves half as quickly when you're in a sand pit. So I'm extra at a disadvantage here. No. I feel like such a feel like such a dummy. Oh. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I got it. That's tough. I know what I need to do. No, I didn't do it well enough. This game is starting off pretty brutal. PVPT. Okay, good. So we get to continue. We've got infinite continues. We'll be okay. I'll make it through this eventually, right? They can't keep me trapped forever. No. They kind of can. Yes. Okay, this is good. This is what I wanted to do, is to stand next to a heart. So I want to wait until they're all kind of far away from me. And then we'll run out into the open. I think they can't pin me in anywhere now. Okay, good. Good. There's nothing they can do to us. Perfect. Well, that was just messy. Okay. So these gray block guys are a lot like those green guys from the previous previous level. They do basically the same thing, except they are fast and they don't sit permanently in place unless they're sure they're inconveniencing you. And these Medusas, the Medusa like fires energy bolts or something at you. When you're lined up in like one of the like directions. They look like thwomps. Yeah. A gray brick with a face is kind of the definition of a thwomp, right? Thwomp adjacent. So their whole plan is just to catch me somewhere where they can box me in. This seems to be a fairly easy level, though. Perfect. Easy puzzle. They weren't even trying with that one. I didn't remember. I didn't remember if they could shoot through trees or not. Okay, so first move has to be that. I feel I may have messed up already. You can push blocks, but you can't pull them. So when you get them pressed up against something, they're kind of stuck there. Unless you can figure out a way to walk all the way around them. So I think I can actually grab the crystal faster than the enemy can shoot me. So I think that this block here that I'm putting in front of the door is actually optional. But better safe than sorry, right? Perfect. I think this is a puzzle from the first game. I think they've exactly duplicated one of the puzzles. I'm feeling very unclever right now. I don't necessarily think that's what they intended me to do, but it worked. Oh no, I'm pinned in. See, this is what I was talking about. They like to charge you and then squat. So since he's got me inconvenienced now, he'll never move. So, only one thing to do. Quick, before he figures out I'm there. Quick! They can kind of push you, so even if you're not, like, in a gap, you can very easily get stuck in one. They can force you into one, that is. So I was reading the manual for this earlier today because I knew I figured I was gonna be playing it. So let me just take a look at it. I want to share a couple things with you from it. There are a couple notes in here that are pretty good. One, on the very first page of the game, it says, "Playing a video game is supposed to be fun, not a test of endurance. If you play for a long time, try to take a break each hour." In that description, playing a video game is supposed to be fun, not a test of endurance. I mean, if you watched my usual streams, you'll know that I've never heard those words before. Well, that was pretty good. And where is the next note? Please note, there are many ways to solve each of the rooms in the game. Sometimes you can clear a room without using all of your magic shots or without using the power options. Every room can be solved. Here at HAL America, we sometimes all gather around a monitor and work on the programmer's latest mind twisters. There are rooms that have taken us days. If you get really stuck, you can call us at such and such phone number. But remember, not everyone who picks up the phone here is a game counselor, and not everyone who works here can get through the 4th room of the castle. So, if you need help, it's not guaranteed. How you doing? That's how they answer the phone there at HAL Laboratories. And I love the character description of Lolo. Lolo isn't particularly strong or swift, but his unlimited patience and strong spirit allow him to defeat much stronger enemies by sticking to it until the job is done. And I read that description and I thought, no wonder I like these games so much. Lolo's life philosophy sounds an awful lot like mine. Itarama, welcome in. Great to have you here. Oh no, Lolo. That's it. That's what we're up to. You think Lolo's patience depends quite a bit on the gamer? Would you say Lolo is a lot less patient when you play, Jelly? I think I may have already made I've already made a terrible error, haven't I? Yeah, I can't get any of these out of here. Oh, you can't push blocks through the chest. I mean, that makes sense. But since I can walk over the chest, it just felt so natural to me that I would be able to press a block. This one fooled me good. They really got me good in this one. They made it look so straightforward and obvious that I fell right into their trap. You'll probably see that happening to me a whole lot. Ooh, this one's double tricky. They almost got me to push that the wrong way, too. Alright. Get that Medusa out of here. Perfect. I always liked puzzles, but Lolo always frustrated me, even when doing well. That's a shame. I can definitely understand why it would, though. I say that's a shame because Lolo is a childhood favorite of mine. I don't remember like I said at the top, I don't remember the specifics of the game very well. I basically just remember that I played it with my father, and he and I had a great time together with this game when I was a kid. But Lolo definitely can be frustrating. The biggest problem with Lolo is that the rules of the game feel very inconsistent. Like those heart collectibles, they grant you power-ups, but they do so in an arbitrary way, and so it makes some of the puzzles feel very frustrating because there's no way to figure out what's going to happen in the room except by trial and error. And I think that's a really a bad mark on Lolo's design. But I still like it despite its flaws. You think Lolo curses quite a bit more when you play, Jelly? That's good. Derek Ocean, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. We're taking a more laid-back night and just playing some Lolo. I don't know how much of the game we'll do. The stream might be a little bit shorter. I'll repeat it just because a couple of new people are here. I'm working with a damaged hand. My right hand is not particularly useful at the moment. I punctured it with the blade of a scissor, and it was a pretty nasty injury. And so I don't have a lot of mobility or grip strength in my right hand right now. So I'm gonna be sticking to games that don't require a lot of right hand inputs for a while. I'm gonna stick with more left hand heavy games until I'm healed up. Oh no, hope you're okay. Feel better. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate the well wishes, and I'm doing all right. It's it hurts a bit, but it's nothing I can't handle. It's mostly inconvenience more than anything. I don't use my, there's not a whole lot that I use my right hand for. I think of myself as being rather aggressively left-handed. But I sure miss my right hand when it's out of commission. Oh no. No, that's not what I needed to do at all. I can't really redeem this situation either. Saw the new 007 movie tonight. Right on. Gonna be seeing it again with your buddy. I'd heard that it was pretty good. I'll probably end up seeing it sometime when it's released on like streaming or something. I'll check it out. I've seen I've seen all of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies so far, I think. I like that to continue, we don't actually have to put in the password. Alright, so this one, I don't think that was a failure of strategy. I think that was just a failure of execution. Craig did a great job for his last movie, that's what I heard. So yeah, sometime when I can watch it fairly cheap from the comfort of my own home, I'll check it out. There we go. Somehow I don't quite feel safe yet. I guess we are. No, we're not. No, we're not. But we will be. So I'm trying to remember the guy, the pink guy up top who's moving around. I think he can fire in all four directions, so we can't just sneak past him. The stationary pink guys, though, I think they can only fire forward. Yeah, we're good now. Push him over there just for good measure. Okay, another room solved. You like most of his movies. You've seen all of the 007 movies. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a couple of the Connerys, a couple of the Moores. I don't think I saw Lazenby's movie. I saw both of Dalton's, and I think all of Brosnan's and all of Craig's. Well, this is very scary. I'm hoping this pink guy who's above me right here, I'm hoping he's going to travel vertically and not horizontally. If he has a horizontal movement pattern, I'm in big trouble. So I think I want to trap this guy downward. Got a hammer for smashing open bricks. That's good. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Block him off. So far, so good. Crush the rock. That one's useless, so I'll get rid of that. So one of the really frustrating things about Lolo is when you trap an enemy in an egg, you can push them into the water, and sometimes the egg will float downstream in the water, so you can use it as a means of traveling. But depending on what tile of water you push it into, sometimes it will travel and sometimes it will sink. And again, it's only trial and error to figure out what to do. So I'm guessing I need to turn this guy into an egg, push him upward, and ride him to the chest. And see, look, he went the wrong way. He'll grow back. I've got one more shot, so we'll try pushing him in the other direction. See, now it's going a completely different way. There's no way to know where it's going to go. You just have to do it to find out. You're going to be delaying your Metroid Dread stream because of your hand, since it's more action-heavy. Probably. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take before I feel comfortable playing an action game. But I'm not planning on... I haven't been planning on playing Metroid Dread until next week. Like, until at least a week after it comes out anyway, so... With any sort of new game like that, I don't like to stream it right at release. I like to wait at least a week so that people who want to play it themselves without spoilers have a good chance to get ahead of, if not through the game, to at least get well enough ahead of me that nothing should be spoiled if they want to tune into my stream. Okay, we've got 2 bricks. And that's not enough. Wow, this is interesting. Oh, okay. This just got easy. I actually don't know that it got easy. So earlier I was saying I think I can grab the jewel faster than I can get shot. Here's where we're going to find out if that's true. It's not. It's not easy. All right. This is still easy. Just got to be more fast. Perfect. Started playing tonight. So far, so good. Right on. That's all I want to know about it, though. Okay, this one looks a little tricky. Ooh, almost fell for that. Boxman, I really need you to get a life. Oh no. I might can recover from this. It's gonna be tricky. No. Hmm. That was a bad move. No, don't follow me in here. Hmm. There we go. No. I feel like I need to use him to get past this Medusa. Could be wrong. I really just need him to go away now. No. This level seems to require more brain than I have on hand. Okay. Well, let me just treat it like it's not as tricky as it seemed. This does not look good. What's going on with the music? He loves you. No. Did anyone catch that password? Pookie Stan, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. You're just in time for the best part of the night. The endless series of crashes. And a magic bean. Thank you for that, Derek. I'll have the bean in just a moment. Let me see if I can get the game fixed up first. Hey, if you would do that, I would really appreciate it. All right, my friends, I'll be right back with you. Oh, and just a heads up, when I reset the game again, because there are people here who weren't before, the opening cutscene is like got a lot of like bright flashing lights, so just heads up for that. Okay, so fingers crossed. Let's hope it's gonna treat us well. And PTPV, thank you, Pookie Stan. A super short password compared to most Nest passwords. It is usually 6 lines with 8 characters or something like that. Yeah, they get pretty out of control. The only thing the password has to tell the game is which level we were on, though, so it can be really short for this game. It doesn't have to encode like number of lives or any of our like items or anything like that, because those things don't exist in this game. Did Frownie die? Not yet. And no spicy peppers, no spicy peppers. I've got spicy peppers and super buff turned off for the time being. But we can still enjoy, quote unquote, enjoy a bean. I think this one is. I think this is the all bad bean. I think this one is rotten egg or buttered popcorn. The toothpaste bean is blue. This one is kind of off-white. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell the difference between the rotten egg bean and the dishwater bean. That's egg. That's egg. Yes, the rotten egg beat is 100% bad because even when it's good, it's good. It's buttered popcorn. And buttered popcorn also makes me gag. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. All right. I really feel like my mind is inadequate for solving this level. Okay, the bottom right is where the egg is, so it is mandatory to get the thing from the bottom right. Oh. Don't come over. Don't come over here. Don't. Why would you do that? Hello, Sparrow. No, don't let him come in here. Why? Why'd he come in here? I hate this box guy. And Hooked on Pod. Hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. What happens if I nominate a game? Go to my About page and read the Viewer's Choice section. If you nominate a game, we might play it on Tuesday. Hey Frownie, good to see you, mate. Hopefully the hand is better. My hand is okay. It's not very good. I'm playing Lolo specifically because it only requires well, it mostly requires one hand. I was gonna ask about that too. How's that work? Yeah. So it's overly long and complicated. If you nominate a game, I'm gonna add it to my Plinko board on Tuesday night, and we might play it. But if you want the details, click on the About page, because I've got it all written up there, and it'll explain it there a lot better than I can on the stream. The box guy gravitates to where he can be most annoying. It looks like that's exactly what he does, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cry about it. uh, cool idea. Too bad I work Tuesday nights. Oh man. I mean, there's a chance that we may shuffle it onto another night, depending on how things go. But I don't know. You also work on Tuesday. I might have picked a bad night of the week. We'll have to see. This whole thing with the game nominations is an experiment, so we're gonna see how it works out. And if I've got to tweak the details or abandon it altogether, then that just might be what we do. You bought Metroid Dread today. Haven't played it yet though. I haven't picked up a copy of it yet myself. I'm holding off for now. My plan was to play it on a week from today, to play it next week on Friday. But that's all going to depend on how fast my hand heals. There we go. Oh no. Me too, played it a little so far, can't wait to dive in more. When did you hurt your hand exactly? Wednesday afternoon. I was trimming the hose for my new washing machine, and I slipped and punctured my right hand with a scissors. So I have a giant wound in between my thumb and index finger on my right hand. I can't use it very well. No, he's gonna find me. Man, I really, really do not like this box guy. I need him to help me get across. No. Everything is bad. Meanwhile, I've been buying new games, New World and Far Cry 6. I don't really know anything about either of them. And I'm trying the Battlefield 2042 beta shortly. I don't really know anything about that either. I saw a little bit of the gameplay from Far Cry 6. Like 2 minutes of it. Hang on, why is that not working? Oh, my bot's gone rogue. There you are, Master Tuesday. Alright, let me get caught up. I feel like I'm missing a lot of chat here, and I think it's safe for right now. Box Sky, Metroid Dread. Maybe getting a Switch soon, and although that's on my radar, it's not on the top of my list when starting from scratch. Any recommendations for Switch? I'll be mostly buying it to play Monster Hunter, methinks. I haven't played any of the Monster Hunter games. I mean, I buy Nintendo consoles for the usual Nintendo games, like the Zeldas, the Marios, Mario Kart, like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8. If you're not into Zeldas and Marios, I don't really know what to point you toward. I trust that you went to the docs for the hand, Frownie. I did not go to the Dr. Sparrow. I should have. They probably would have wanted to put some stitches in it, but I just bound it myself, and it seems to be healing in the correct direction. I have no idea what's going on in this game. This game is one of the things about this game is that it's kind of arbitrary, like with your power-ups and stuff like that. Not one of its finest features. Nightbot's distracted playing Metroid Dread on company time. You have Grunty's Revenge? I do. I have a lot of games I've been meaning to play. I just haven't because they can't hold my attention for long enough. Far Cry series tends to hold my attention, and surprisingly, New World is a good way to pass the time too. Alright, Master Tuesday wants to put a game on the board. Oh no! You're evil, Master Tuesday. I'm gonna write that down. Yes, I'm gonna write a note. Master Tuesday is evil, so I never forget. So I never forget what you've done to me. I think I need to do something slightly different with that box. And by which I mean put it a little higher. No, Derek, you can pick from anything, anything that I'm able to stream from. I have a couple of exceptions listed on the About page. There are a couple of consoles I'm just not able to stream from. But anything that I can stream from is up for grabs there. That's the right thing to do. If I did it just a little faster. If I did it just a little faster, I would have been okay. Would I have? I might be wrong about that. I might be doing this wrong. All right, Derek, what is it? All right, less excited about that, but if fate decides it, that's what we do. I had to double check because I wasn't even 100% sure that I owned that game. But it's on the list, I must. Do you have a list of all of your games? Right on. Sparrow, that link will take you to the list of my games. You bugged your mom for it as a kid? I was never, so I've never been a huge South Park guy. So I'm probably not going to get most of it. But we'll try and have some fun with it nonetheless. I'm having a non-decaf latte for the first time in a while. It's strange. I can taste this fruity and almost sweet taste that seems to be absent in decaf. That Tuesday is your birthday, so that's your wish. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel not good about how I'm doing on this level. No. Chester Cheetah on the Genesis. The music's gonna be etched in my brain for the next few days now. Yep. This is that kind of game where you get one song. You want to know the worst thing about this song, Sparrow? The worst thing about this song is that it's the same music that's in Lolo 1. So I've already spent an entire game's like worth of time sitting through this music. You're gonna be like Master Tuesday and only pick bad games. That's all right. I play bad games all the time. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm on this side. Oh, I finally did it. AVGN material for him to blow a gasket over. Earthworm Jim on Game Boy. We already played that a little bit. That was a rough night. Playing Earthworm Jim on Game Boy. I was not a happy camper. Okay, we finally get to see something different. And it looks just as nightmarish as everything else. Oh, that was bad. Now I'm trapped over here forever. No! Paperboy on Game Boy. Earthworm Jim I'll have to come back to. And Double Dragon. We did Earthworm Jim and Double Dragon on Game Boy, I think on the same night. If it wasn't the same night, they were really close together. So yeah, Sparrow, I have the number of nominations possible per night set pretty low because I don't want them to be used up all at once, and I want people who show up on different nights to have a chance. But your choice, the game that you said you were going to nominate, um, you're free to do that if you want. If you come back and it's available next stream. But a heads up on that one. I planned on playing that one this month anyway. So that's actually a game that will show up on the stream for free. Oh my. Oh, my mistake was so obvious. PDPQ. Okay. This level was so much easier than the previous one. The previous level, that level with the box guy wasn't particularly, like, it wasn't hard to figure out what to do so much as it was hard to do it. I guess it was a little hard to figure out what to do. So this looks rough. We're gonna get a hammer ability. Okay. Think I know how to do this. Oh, I fell for it. Okay. Oh wow. It's great to see your collection there. I'll bookmark it and have a proper look at some point. Right on. So there's still some games I have that I haven't bothered to add to the collection. None of my I have Xbox 360, PS3, and PS4 games that are not in the collection because I don't have the consoles to play those games currently. So I've been sitting here staring at this and thinking because this pink guy here, I was thinking about if there was any way to trap him down here at the bottom. But I don't think there's any way to move the blocks around without getting shot. Because if I put him down here, then I could break the brick that's up here to his right and not have to worry about Medusa later on in the level. And next time Da Vinci Code on PS2, the game's terrible. I'm not really surprised to hear that. Oh. Oh, this is easy, and I just made it so hard. Yeah, this is going to be real easy. I was so close to doing the right thing. Okay, I just need to make sure I retreat. Okay, stand over here. Perfect, we've got this. Another stage down. You rented the Da Vinci Code years ago and hated it, so I actually got that game for free. I found it in a parking lot. So you might not be the only person that hated it. I have a feeling someone just threw it out of their car in disgust. Do you have or are you intending to get some sort of a nice glass cabinet or bookshelf to put all your games on display? That would be a brilliant backdrop for your stream, too. So it was you. So far as displaying games, Sparrow, it's kind of dark in here, so you won't be able to see very well, but I've got these media stands that I got from a library sale. I cannot hold the camera level for some reason. So I've been putting my games on that. I've got the spinning display, which I've shown off before for my NES games. That holds a little less than half of my NES collection. And I've got another library shelf over there. But you see how each layer of the shelf has holes in it? Before I put games on it, I'm working to basically fill in those holes. I've been folding cardstock and slotting it into place, because the way it is now, if a game falls over on its side, it can slide through the shelf and fall back behind it, and it's terribly inconvenient to get out. So I've been working on that. I've been slowly working on that. It's tough to see the game since it's gray on gray. That's true. But I got those media shelves for $10 a piece, so it's not bad for shelving. Was it $10 a piece or $10 for both? I don't remember. It might have only been $10 for both. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty good for some shelves. I planted that seed all that time ago. Okay, so as soon as I move, these armadillos are gonna come to life and ruin my day. Can stop them on the left and the right, but the one in the middle I can't stop. Well, let's just move and see how far we get. Run. Oh, that was easy. If you ever were so inclined to change the color, maybe that sticky contact plastic would be a quick way to change it up. But gray is good too. Yeah, I'll probably just leave them the way they are. At least for the time being. But I do think that, like, that sticky contact paper you're talking about, I do think something with a faux wood grain could be nice. Though it'd probably look really terrible next to my actual wood paneling. It would kind of highlight its artificiality in a way that I think would make it look kind of extra bad. Now that I think about it. No. Hmm. My mind is too small for this puzzle. Oh. Oh. I see how to do it. But I've already messed up. When I was renting a very drab and worn down apartment, which lasted all of 3 months before I couldn't take it anymore, the yellow and brown kitchen was turned into a faux wood grain that was a fake whitewash, and it looked brilliant. Oh, you know what? I'm not as clever as I think I am. Let's see where this goes. Oh, that'll be useful for the end of the game. So that means that's not the solution. Oh, no. HHKK. Using the contact stuff we were talking about, if I do manage to find a pic of it, I'll send it to you. Although I may have deleted all traces of that apartment. There was something about it which I genuinely hated. Ah. I was in a very, very expensive blue chip suburb right next to the city. I don't know what the term blue chip means, but I mean, I guess I can assume meaning from the context. There are Maseratis and Ferraris parked on the street, and I was living in this house that was a snapshot of 1972. My reasoning for moving there was because the apartment was very cheap. It was a studio apartment, and there was a free bus into the city that took me to the entrance of my work. It all seemed great on paper. I'm trying to think this through here. So I've got to push a block down. So if I push a block across the bridge, all I do is stop myself from being able to cross the bridge here. I can use this guy to cross, but I can still only move the brick left or right. Well, let's see about this. Push this down. All right, we're okay. We're not okay. I'm gonna leave this one up here so that pink guy down there won't come awake. We're gonna have this solved in no time now. Think about it. Has my confidence ever steered you wrong before? First off, studio apartment is something I will never try again, even if it was just me. It felt so small, and yeah, the design and decor was awful. The house was extremely dark, too, just didn't get enough light. And now what we're going to do is we're going to egg that guy up, and we're going to use this one to cross. Perfect! I'm a Lolo master. I think I've only had one studio apartment, and that was when I lived in Korea. I had a studio apartment over there. When I lived in Thailand, I lived in a hotel room. And in many ways, that was worse. because I had none of my own major appliances. Feels like this level has a lot going on. Oh no, I really need some eggs. No, I don't. Is that really all there is to it? That puzzle was so easy. That would have been kind of terrible for me, at least. I think the worst of it was a rental, and I had this yearning to own my own house, spending money on someone else's place, and being unhappy with it at the same time. Felt like a lose-lose situation. Yep. I definitely feel that. This is pretty easy. Floor 5. So, the hotel room in Thailand was probably the worst apartment that I've ever lived in. Just because it was a hotel room and not an apartment. The worst apartment that I've lived in that was actually an apartment was probably the last one that I lived in. It was very conveniently located, but it was in a building from the 1800s that had been converted into 4 apartments, and everything was in rough shape, and the heating. So because it was actually one building and not 4 apartments, there was only one heating system, and only the guy in apartment 1 could control how hot the apartment got. And he kept it sweltering all the time, to where I would have my windows in my apartment wide open, even in the middle of January. The middle of January in Wisconsin, and my apartment was too hot for me to keep the windows closed. So where I was at was actually it's kind of an area where there's a whole lot of there's no apartment complexes, but there are a whole lot of buildings like that that have been converted into apartments, and it's where most of like the college students who didn't live on campus, they lived in this area, sort of all around me, and it was in walking distance of the downtown area, or like the bars and late night restaurants and stuff. And so I would hear all of the college kids like walking home every night, But I was sitting up and I was watching a movie one night, and I could hear them out on the street, and someone said it must be really hot in that room up there because they have their window open all the time. And I yelled back out the window at him. I said, "You're not wrong." I lived next to a pub in that place near the city. Heard a lot of nonsense. Yeah, I had a lot of semi amusing interactions with the people walking home.